Everyone says you need certain baby items, but do you really? In this video, I'm going to share all the things that you don't actually need and why. The first item on my list is a baby swing or rocker. Now, is this something that you can use and that could be helpful? Yes, but do you need it? No, you don't. All you need is a safe place to put your baby, and that safe place might be the couch. It might be, depending on what age your baby is, could be the bed, it could be the floor, it could just be on a blanket right next to you anywhere you are. So do you need these like fancy expensive things? No, you don't. Another thing you don't need is a nursing pillow. Instead of using a nursing pillow, you can use a regular pillow. Slide it under your belly. You can use towels, you can use rags, you can use a blanket if you are uncomfortable and you want to support yourself. Or you might feel great and not need anything at all. So the nursing pillow, I would not say is necessary. Another unnecessary item is a fancy changing table, changing dresser, or actually any changing table at all. So this is my second baby, and I've actually never ever once used our changing mat, and it's just not necessary. You can change your baby on the bed, on a blanket, on a towel, whatever, on your lap, whatever is best for you. You do not need the changing table in order to change your baby's diaper. Another item that I did not find necessary is a bottle sterilizer or a bottle warmer. I did get this with my first child and I never ever used it. So I think my husband tried to use it once. Now, items like this might be useful if you're not breastfeeding or if you are leaving the house and leaving someone else to care for your child in your house and you want them to use those type of things, but I just find that they're not necessary. Cleaning your bottles by hand, cleaning them by putting them in the dishwasher, or using a warm cup or bowl to warm up your milk, I think that that is just perfectly okay and you don't need those expensive items. Another item that I think is extremely unnecessary is baby shoes, especially when they're not walking. If you have a baby that is not walking and you're buying expensive shoes, I would never use them. I've never had those, but I would never use them. Another thing along the same lines would be colorful socks, cutesy socks. I think that that is unnecessary. I think white socks, even if it's a girl, they can be little frilly cute socks, but just having white, plain, all the same socks is best. I think that all the cutesy accessories are unnecessary, although sometimes they are cute. Another item would be a wipe warmer. So yes, I did use this with my first child, but have I ever used it once with my second? No. So this is extremely unnecessary, but if you want to use it and you think it looks better than a pack of wipes, then go for it. But it's very inconvenient because you have to go to that same spot to change your baby every single time because it's plugged into the wall. I like to change my baby on the go wherever I am in the house, and so that just doesn't make sense for my family and myself, so I find that that is unnecessary. Another thing that you do not actually need is a baby monitor or a baby camera. I've made it through one child and onto the second, and I have never had one and never used one. The only thing is, depending on your house and your schedule, of course, maybe you feel the need to have one of these to hear your baby, but I sleep with my baby, so there's no need for that at all. And even when my son started sleeping in his own room, in his own bed, then I still didn't find it necessary. So that is a very big ticket item that you may find not necessary to put onto your registry. The next thing you don't actually need is a diaper pail. Bear with me. The diaper pail, at least the one I have, smells bad. It does not fully encapsulate the stench of dirty diapers. So you could easily take your diaper and throw it away in the garage or throw it away in the trash and take the trash out, whatever you want to do. But I don't think that having a diaper pail is necessarily necessary, especially because if you are changing your baby all the time in different rooms, then you're not always going to be right by the diaper pail. So you're going to have to go take your diaper and put it somewhere anyways. So why not just throw it in the garage? Now, if you're doing cloth diapering, you obviously need somewhere to put all the diapers. And so for that, you would need some kind of diaper pail, diaper or something. But if you're using disposable, you can just throw them in the trash. Another thing you don't actually need is excessive amounts of clothing. Most of the time, these are things that are given to you from others. People love to buy newborn clothes, little baby, like 1 month old clothes, and your baby grows out of it so quickly. And if you're anything like me, I had a 9-pound baby and then I had a 10-pound baby. So they never fit into newborn clothes. So those were donated or were given back. And so of course you don't know how big your baby is going to be until they are born, but I would just say the tiny baby clothes, stick to a small amount of them because you don't actually need all the clothes. She has already grown out of clothes that she's never worn. Next is a bottle drying rack. I find this completely unnecessary. You do not need this. This can just be part of your normal drying rack with your normal dishes, or you can set out a towel. It's just not necessary. Of course, you might like it. It might be cuter, whatever you want to do, but I have personally found it unnecessary, as well as the little baskets that you put like pacifiers and things in. I have actually found the pacifiers completely unnecessary for this child, and so something like that is just, I don't need. Plus, you can use your dishwasher most of the time, and it's totally fine. Another more pricey item that you don't actually need would be a white noise machine. So my son, I had one and used it from the very beginning because I thought I needed it, and now he still needs it to this day. My daughter has never used one, and my son could be screaming on my hip, crying, whatever, and she's still asleep. Yes, she's still in the newborn phase, but I just find that white noise machine is not necessary. The last thing on my list that you don't actually need would be a breast pump. Now, bear with me. If you are a stay-at-home mom, if you are a breastfeeding mom, you don't need to pump. Now, of course, there are outside circumstances. Maybe you are not producing enough and so you want to pump to build up your milk supply. There are things like that, of course. Or if your baby's in the NICU and you need to pump, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Totally valid things, but do you need to pump all the time? Do you need to have that pump? Can you just have a hand pump for the case that you might need it? Yes, that's how I feel about it. It's not something you need, and I just think that it's totally fine if you just breastfeed and you do not pump and you do not have freezer bags full of milk and all the things that you sometimes think that we need in this world. So that completes my list of the things that you don't actually need, that a lot of times we think that we need or we're told that we need. And I just hope that this is encouraging to moms out there who are overwhelmed with a registry full of these items that you don't even know how to use. Maybe you're a new mom and you're like, what on earth are all these things, gadgets, whatever. It's all going to be okay. You don't need that much to take care of your baby. And yeah, of course, all these things could potentially be used. You can buy all the expensive whatever you want to do, but you don't have to. You don't need to. And yeah, I just hope that this is encouraging to someone out there. Less truly is more when it comes to this newborn stage. So I hope that encourages you. If there's anything that you personally thought that you needed and you were going to use and you never did, please let me know in the comments. For example, I thought I needed a bassinet by the bed and I ended up using it for 2 days and never again. So if there's anything like that, then let us know in the comments because there's probably things I missed on this list. Now, if this video is helpful to you, please like and subscribe. I love talking about motherhood, babies, pregnancy, healthy living, all the things. And so if you're interested in that, subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video.